Okay, so what do you have to say about the first part of the discussion we have done so far?
Well, I think, like everyone else, I believe that I feel very strongly about this whole Martin Kpebu thing, just like all of us. The OSP, in my mind, had no business arresting and detaining him and asking him to justify the bill with landed property in his own name. I mean, I think that was excessive. And that act is naturally of great concern to all of us citizens due to its implications for our personal freedoms and our human rights, and in a wider context, democracy even. Because we cannot be intimidated or traumatized by our public institutions. And after all, if it is the case or that he's not respecting rules, then why didn't they just ask him to leave and come back when he's ready to respect the rules? I mean, they could have just done that. But what happened seems to be using a sledgehammer to crack a nut. And as has been said just now, the power was so disproportionate. And so I think, we need to be careful. I also want to comment on investigative journalism. For me, Manasseh and the Fourth Estate and all our investigative journalists should be commended and celebrated and also protected, because they put themselves at risk every day for Mother Ghana. So I personally salute them, and I think all Ghanaians should.
In fact, they put themselves at risk perpetually.
Perpetually.
As lawyer for Manasseh, I can tell you it's not an easy thing to do. So that even just acting for him as lawyer, having accosted at the car park in the court's premises, and people like that, they will do a story today, but there will be people who will be looking for them forever. Because parents, wives, husbands, businesses, family businesses would have gone, So yes. Thank you for that.
And these are powerful people, that they are trying to bring down.
Yeah.
Because the monies involved are not small monies. So I salute them, and we should all do what we can to support and protect them.
Right.
So I think that, we need to tread with caution in all these arguments. As at the same time, we need to tread with caution because of the implications for governance and democracy. And I'm talking about scrapping, the office of the Special Prosecutor. We must also distinguish between the office holder and the institution itself, because emotions flare up when you hear about abuse or what we believe is abuse of power in the way Martin and others may have been treated. And then we say, bring the whole curtain down. And we must not throw the baby out with the bathwater. The OSP is one of the most important institutions for democracy and anti-corruption in Ghana.
Okay.
And so I think anything we do to either weaken or remove it risks undermining public confidence in governance and our accountability mechanism. However, if it is also the case, and we don't know this yet because it's been examined by the CJ as we speak, but if it is the case that their leadership is truly failing, in other words, they are mismanaging things, they are abusing power, they are being ineffective, then that also undermines public trust and confidence. So for me, the debate raises a deeper question. How can constitutional bodies be held accountable whilst at the same time preserving institutional independence and fostering public trust from all of us? These ongoing petitions and any follow-up removal processes, we don't know how it's going to go. It may be that it stops and the CJ says, forget this, leave him to do his job. It may be that it could go on to the next few stages of that. But we need to be cautious in how this is done because it could also set a precedent for how other constitutional oversight bodies are treated in the future.